Hi everybody, my name is Sam. This is Rodrigo, my nephew, and this is Zach, just turned 5 today. Woohoo! And this is Max, my other boy. And we went to a show in town today that had paramedics and helicopters and sheriffs and horses and bomb squads and all different stuff. And that led us to...
And police cars that we can go inside.
Police cars you could go inside. But there were a couple things that happened that have inspired this video today. So, number one, I went to a helicopter and said, hey, what kind of traction splint do you have? And the nurse said, we carry the one with, it's kind of like tank poles. It was like a knife in my heart. And then we went to an ambulance and they said, oh yeah, we have both kinds. We have the Hare and the Sager. Local services. So what this means to me is that either the traction splint that I've built is garbage, or I've done a terrible job marketing it through the years. So we need to talk about some of the questions that come up quite a bit. And so that has inspired this video. I'm going to go through these 5 points here to talk about traction splinting. And one of the big ones that comes up, does this work if you have a proximal femur fracture or a knee injury? That question in the protocols comes up because of this product, the Hare traction splint. Is a problem if you have a proximal femur or a hip injury, also if you have knee injuries. This splint of mine, no problem. Also in pediatrics, so this is the adult version, and obviously it doesn't fit my kid at all. You have to buy a pretty expensive pediatric version of it as well, so it's a fair bit of bulk. This product will fit everybody. Large adults, small adults, pediatrics, no problem. If you have concurrent lower extremity injury, if you have a broken ankle, a laceration, maybe you don't have an ankle anymore, this will not work. This will. You attach it proximal to the calf or proximal to the knee, and no problem. If you have a crushed pelvis along with your broken femur, you can't use this. It won't work. But no problem here. You can put your pelvic binder on first, and that's what I'd recommend because a crushed pelvis is way more dangerous. And then you apply this on top. Then lastly, the question comes up, what do I do with open femur fractures? And the answer to that is you can splint anything you want, and that's how I view this. This is a splint first that happens to apply traction. So I can apply this to anybody, but if there happens to be mud on the open bone sticking out, don't apply traction and pull mud back into the body. So I'm going to do a quick demo for how to apply this to a kid's leg.
So I guess you're going to have the hair on this side and the skin on this
We're just going to leave that there. That's right. So here, we're going to extend that foot. So pull this out to length. On a kid, you can apply it proximal to the calf here, but you can also put it at the level of the ankle here.
The ankle's more pediatric.
That's right. Put this here. And then this part here, the groin strap, is going to go around under here. There's a little gap, so I don't even have to ask my child to lift their broken leg. He's doing it, but you don't have to because there's a gap there, and you fit the strap under. And this will fit big legs and small legs and pretty much any leg. And that doesn't even have to be tight. Okay. And then what I do is I put this in my patient's hand. I say, we're going to pull this together until you feel maximum pain relief. Grab. Now we're going to pull. And look at that leg getting stretched out. I lock it in place here. Let go.
Want it more.
You want it more? All right, I'm going to stretch your leg right out. Boom. Your leg is stretched out. Now, mind you, it only takes about 5 to 20 or 30 pounds of traction to start to feel better. There's a pressure wrap in there. You can tie the 2 feet together to get some rotational stability. But at the end of the day, this works for pediatrics quite well.
Except if you, I guess you can walk with it. But you're limping.
It would be quite shocking for you to walk with a femur fracture.
Yes, that would be true.
You can try. Want to try to walk?
Mm-hmm.
Here he goes. No, don't do it. Don't do it. You may break your legs. So anyway, that I hope covers a few things. If you like what you see here, like and subscribe. Oh, but we can still have fun, right?
Okay, that is true.
Yeah. All right. See ya.
Helps Really us make helps new you. videos.